Alright YouTube, what's going on? So I'm going to do this video from my car, from my automobile. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm on my way to the gym. And this is going to be a multi-part little series here. So I'm just going to do the background story right now. So a couple years ago, I think it was like 2017, fall 2017, I weighed like 306 pounds, you know, and I was just not feeling good. And basically, I felt like crap, you know. So I decided, hey, you know, I want to start working out all the time, want to lose weight and everything. So I've always belonged to a big national chain gym. I belonged to one for, you know, like 20 years or something now. So I started going to the gym every day, and for about a month, I think I lost like 5 pounds. Like, that's it. And I was kind of discouraged, you know. I worked my, you know what, off. I was on the internet. I don't even know what I was on. I was on like YouTube or something, and basically I came across this thing that said, hey, you know, want to lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks? And I've seen this a bunch of times before, and I was like, you know what, forget it, whatever. I signed up for it. Let them talk me into it, whatever. Let's talk about it. And a guy gave me a call. He's like, hey, come in. It was local, not like 5 minutes up the freeway. I go in. He kind of gives me the quick spiel, and I'm like, dude, I don't even care. Just give me the down and dirty. What is it? What's the program? So basically, it's one of these gyms, and they're kind of local to here. There's other ones all over the United States that are the same way. But basically, I think at the time you paid like $499 or something. I only paid $299. So you pay $299, and in 6 weeks, if you follow everything they say, you'll lose 20 pounds. So join this gym, and you have to go to this kickoff thing, and then they have a eating plan, and they want you to buy all their supplements. And I already kind of had good supplements, so I didn't buy their supplements. They're like trying to make you feel bad because you're not buying them. It's almost like a vacation resort timeshare presentation. But so I started working out. I really did like the workouts. You know, it was basically an hour long. You got there, it was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of warm up. You work out for about 35-40 minutes, and there's a few minutes of stretching at the end, and you're kind of done. So about an hour total. And then at set times, you can come early in the morning, or starting at like 4:30 to like, I think like 7 or something at night. So first 6 weeks, I kill it. I lose like 23 pounds, right? And I'm like, dude, I'm so happy I get my money back. Well, whatever, I didn't read the fine print. Basically, you got to reach a certain amount of body percentage fat to get your money back, right? It's not just 20 pounds. So I was like, okay, what's my options? So they say your options are, you can roll over into another challenge. And I was like, cool. Bonus was I got a week. I got a week in between challenges, so I got a week off, but I still worked out. I still lost like a pound that week or something, or 2 pounds or whatever. I rolled in the next challenge. During the next challenge, I had all this going on. The next challenge, the second challenge I did, I had a weekend trip to Las Vegas, a Christmas trip to Disneyland, and then New Year's. And in the second week, I mean, I lost like 20.4 pounds, right? So at this time, I've lost almost 44 pounds, right? I'm pumped. You know, I'm so happy. And again, it comes up, I haven't met my body weight. So my body fat percentage or whatever it was. So I roll it over again, and this time I get another week off, and I lose like a pound, or I don't know what I lost. But then I go into the last challenge, and this last challenge killed me. I barely made it losing 20 pounds. The last 10 pounds was probably the most unhealthiest way I've ever lost 10 pounds in my life. I mean, I was literally starving. Now, when it came time to go up again, I kind of had a weird feeling. I was coming up on the baseball season. I coach a lot of baseball. And I said, you know what? I can't roll into another challenge. What can I do? And they said, oh, well, you can put your $300 or $400, wherever I spent, towards a year-long membership. Their year-long membership is like $1,200 freaking dollars. So I'm like, okay, fine. So $800, I get a year basically. So I paid $800, and I get a year. And here's what I noticed. I learned some great things from this place. I learned a lot about food, a lot about nutrition, a lot about what affects my body, my personal body. You know, my body gets affected by salt and sugar, big time. I mean, huge. Sugar and salt are the two biggest things that just affect my body. And they happen to be the two best things that taste good in food or drinks or whatever. So, you know, go figure, right? So, but I learned a lot. I learned, you know, there's certain, you know, foods that are high in protein, you know, low caloric intake and all that stuff, and learned a little bit about macronutrients. And I mean, during this time, I completely, when I first started working out, before I got in this gym, I stopped drinking sodas completely. So that was good. I switched over to like flavored water, you know, like bubbly and stuff like that, which I rarely have soda. And it's been 4 years now. I might have had, in 4 years, I might have had 20 sodas. Seriously. I didn't drink alcohol this whole time. Not that I was like a walking drunk or anything, but even socially, I'd go out and I'd, you know, instead of getting drunk, I might have a beer. You know, I just kind of scaled a lot of things back. And then during this time, I slowly started reintroducing things back into my diet. And what I found was this. I was focusing so hard and working out so hard that I kind of lost track of what I wanted to do, like why I was doing this and where I wanted to go. So I was coaching baseball. I sporadically went to the gym. It was like once, maybe twice a week. If I was lucky, I could get there. And it's mostly on like a Friday night and a Sunday morning. So sure enough, baseball ends, and I'm like, okay, now I've gained back like 25 pounds, and I'm like, I'm feeling horrible, right? So I went from like, I think 306 to like 238, and I would call myself skinny fat. I was skinny fat. I didn't have a lot of muscle. I didn't feel strong. But at this point, I'd gained at least 20 pounds back by the end of summer. And so fall goes in, and I'm coaching baseball in the fall again. I really can't get to the gym that much. And they do another challenge for members. And it was pretty lame. You put up more money and you could win prizes and whatever. So I did it, and I think it was like lose 15 or something like that, like 15 for the new year. And I did it. I completed it, and it was fine. And then, you know, I gained another like 20 back, and then I basically yo-yoed over the next year. And it came time in the following February to renew my gym membership with them. And I think this was 2019. And I had this weird feeling like this just wasn't the gym for me. You could tell they were having some organizational issues. They were always running contests, but they were like the worst communicators about it. None of the trainers ever knew what the upper people were doing, and it was just a hot mess. So I kind of said, you know what? I'm going to take a break. You know, and they're like, okay, whatever. And so I didn't renew. And literally like 1 month later, the location closest to me, they closed shop. And I was like, okay, well, that maybe was like a sign from whatever, right? And then the other location that I went to, a couple, which is maybe no, like this one was 5 minutes down the freeway. This next one was about 15 minutes down the freeway. I went to this other location on Sundays because they were one of the only ones that had a Sunday workout. Well, a couple months after the first one closed, they closed too. So I thought, really good idea for me to choose it, because the closest location after that would have literally taken me like 25-30 minutes to get there every day, and that's completely not feasible for me. It just would not be feasible. It would have been a joke. All in all, I quit going to that gym, and basically I almost gained all the way back. And here's some, I'm going to pause here in the video a little bit and show some before and after pictures. I basically gained kind of all my weight back. And you know, 2019, we all know what happened, right? So I was kind of going to the chain gym, the national gym that I go to. Anyways, I kind of gained all that weight back. And then 2019, everything kind of started happening. I was actually working out, but I was doing more of like a strength training thing. I was lifting weights and kind of building muscle. I wanted to lose weight, but I also I didn't have the balance before. And this time I was trying to have a balance. And 2019 happened. I'm a teacher, and then, you know, we go to distance learning, and then 2020 happened, and it just sucked the life. My gym was closed. I didn't think any gyms were open. I was like, kind of like, whatever, right? So, I think I probably hit right around 300 pounds again. And I feel gross. I just don't feel good. I don't feel good in my body. So I friend online, they're going to a kickboxing gym. I decided, you know what? I used to wrestle in high school and do some boxing. I'm like, I'll just go give it a try, right? So I sign up, I go. It's like a 30-minute kickboxing lesson every day. Really, really enjoy it. And so I kind of found my gym, right? I'm going to talk about this in later videos, but I'm very happy with this because they're nothing like the previous gym. They communicate well. The classes are literally 30 minutes. Like I walk in the door, 30 minutes, I could be out. Now usually it's about 45 minutes. So I've been going there for almost a year and a half now. And I had to take a couple months off here and a couple months off there. I got injured a little bit. So I'm back in November. You know, the fall ball baseball season that I coach ends in the end of October. And I was like, you know, close to 300-ish, you know. I had just taken 2 months off from my hand. I thought I broke my hand to let it heal. Just had a really bad bone bruise, boxer's bruise. And so basically, I was like, look, I gotta flip my mindset. And, you know, I don't know if things just clicked for me or if things happened, but I felt like my mindset has changed. I just have a different brain set now. And I made a promise to myself that, you know, I had some things happen in my life. I had a couple family members pass away, you know, and a friend pass away. And so it was literally 3 deaths in 3 months. And that had a major effect on it too. And I just kind of made a promise to myself that I would keep focus, but also stay balanced, where I'm not so consumed by this that it's not consuming the rest of my life like the other gym was. So I don't even know when I started. It was like around November or something. I keep saying the 5th, but it could have been anywhere between the 5th and the 10th. I'll have to look at it. But I think the first week I worked out, I lost like 5 pounds. Like, I just did a couple things differently this time. I didn't follow the crazy food plan that this other gym had. I'm just doing something different. So I am by no means a nutritionist, a personal trainer. I'm just a dude who, since November 5th, 8-ish, something like that, who's lost 20 pounds. So, and I plan on losing more. So I will lay that out in the next couple of videos. That's what's going on. So if you like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, come hang out, or just watch the video. It's a journey. I'm not done. So this is just part 1. More parts to come.